from deep in my soul. I wish you happy feeling. Happy feeling. Happy feeling.
Oh, no, you didn't. Wait a minute. No, you didn't.
Hey, Jay, come back here. Jay.
Fool ass bitch, man.
Jay, my money. Jay.
Oh, you motherfucker. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this shit?
Jay.
You think you can do this to me?
You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you.
Man, shoe program. What's up with it, family? What's the damn deal, man? This is Junior the Truth. And this is indeed the Punch Junkie Morning Show, man. I am indeed Junior the Truth. Shout out to the LDBC, Lions Den Boxing community. Be sure to go visit the website, join the website, become an official documented member of the family. www.ldbcsports.com. That's www.ldbcsports.com, man. I am indeed Junior the Truth, man. You can follow me everywhere via social media. I could be found with the handle Junior the Truth, JUNIORTHETRUTH, and that's over all your social media platforms, man, each and every one. But however, you feel me? There's always a caveat. However, if you're really looking for me, man, you can catch me over on the Punch Junkie Network, man, the last place in the world for real fans of the sweet science, www.punchjunkie.network. You can access it from www.punchjunkie.com, which is our news site. For all your latest and greatest news in the sport of boxing, man, www.punchjunkie.com. And then come on over to the network, man. Come join the network, man. You feel me? Come on and get it, man, while the books is still open. Salute to the family, man. I really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all. You have absolutely no idea. The time is now 8:32 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Man, if you had to be there at the top of the hour, go on and take your time. You might as well 9 o'clock it, player. You feel me? You might as well 9 o'clock it. You feel me? You might as well go on and take the next 28 minutes, man, and take your time. You feel me? That's what Junior said. Was it Junior? What's his name? Junior? Yeah, his name was Junior. Mama used to say, take your time, young man. Yeah, you might as well take your time. You feel? Mama used to say, don't you rush to get old. You better take your time. Mama used to say, yeah, take your time, family. You feel me? Go on, take your time, man. Get there at the top of the hour. You feel me? Walk in and just get directly to work, man. Walk in and get directly to work. You feel me? And that's just that, man. Salute to the family, man. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all. You have absolutely no idea, man. It is Tuesday, May 23rd, 2023. It's 5/23/23. Now y'all know we at the end of, hey man, y'all know we at the end of May. You feel me? Hey, say, you know, June is, you know, when we get through June, it's the halfway point of the year of 2023. Like June, when we get through June, it is the halfway point. You feel me? Now I'm not finna get all into my mini manual stuff. I'm not finna get all into the you feel me? I'm not finna get all into that. But I am gonna tell you, like, hey man, you know, June is the halfway. Salute to my brother, stay ready. Mac in the building. He said, man, he gonna be 40 in 3 days. You feel me? Boy, when I was 40, I was jumping over this house. You feel me? I was jumping over this house, jumping off dresser drawers, everything, man, when I was 40. You feel me? Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. You feel me? Back in the days when I was just a little nigga. What's up with it though, family, man? Salute to y'all. Man, you know, Tuesday is really truly my get down day. To really, you know, get at it and to get active. But however, you could quickly say her knees still intact. That yeah, the knees still intact, still can drop it low. Salute to the sisters over 40 that can still drop it low. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and talk about that for a little bit. You feel me? Claude. Salute to the sisters, man. All the sisters that's over the age of 40 that can still wobble it, shake it, and drop it low and come back up without assistance. You feel me? Salute to them. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. So I salute to y'all, you know, cause sisters be, you know, they be playing, you know what I mean, and they get down there and then they gotta grab the table. You feel me? They, you know, sisters, you gotta be mindful because it's sorcery that they be running. It's you know, it's witchcraft that they be running. So you see them, you know, you see them women over 40 and you know, they get the wobbling and shaking it and dropping it and you know, all that kind of shit. And you be looking like, and you be like, oh man, you feel me? And then they drop it. They always buy a table or a chair or something like that. You feel me? And they drop it, you know what I mean? And then you just be looking, and then they get up, you feel me? And they got to use the a table or something. You know, they touch the table and come on up. Y'all got to be mindful that's trickery. You feel me? Another thing that they do. Now I'm just trying to help it. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't trying to. I don't want y'all out there caught up. I don't want y'all out there caught up like Usher. You feel me? Another thing that they do, they drop it low, and they, you know, they you know, they down on the ground, and then they get up in segments. You understand what I'm saying? Like they get up in segments. The torso rise up a little bit. You feel me? Then they, you know, the head, then the torso, then they put their hands on their thighs. I wish I could help y'all. You feel me? Motherfucker put their hands on their thighs and do that little push up and get up. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta be mindful of the trickery. You feel me? Be mindful of the trickery. And they, you know, they put their hands on their thighs to get up just in case, you know, it ain't no it ain't a table or a chair nearby. You feel me? But salute to all the women over 40 that can get up and got them good knees, man, can get up unrestricted. You feel me? Get up unrestricted. You feel me? Tay Tay said, you perv. Yeah, man, I'll be perving. I ain't gonna sit here and hold you, not gonna play around with it. I watch everything. I'm a student of human nature. I pay attention to everything. When I say everything, like everything, I pay attention to stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'll be the person to see something and I just be, you know, somebody look and I just be looking like, yeah, I see everything. You feel me? Like I'm just mindful. I'm always aware of my surroundings. I be seeing the bullshit, and I'm the person that people feel convicted, women feel convicted, and they'll come over and say, you didn't see that. And I say, man, I didn't see nothing. You feel me? Like, we'll see what? What we talking about? But you and I know what's going on. Yeah. Tay Tay said, I still love you, King. I love you too, Tay Tay. You feel me? Yeah, I watch everything, Tay. Yeah, I watch everything, Tay. I need to talk to you though, Tay. We got to talk about this. What's her name? We got to talk about Scarlett and the Scarlett. I just seen Scarlett in her that New York song. The what is it? She be saying, "Get the fuck out of New York" or "Get the fuck back" or whatever. We gotta talk about it. I told you, Tay, we gotta talk about this, baby. Like I ain't trying to, I'm not trying to argue. I don't want you mad at me or none of that. But I'm just trying to give you a understanding as to how I be like, why I be so reserved. You feel me? Like hey man, you feel me? I don't want to turn this show into that, but I be concerned, man. Like, you know what I mean? She said, "Get the fuck out." She opened up the song and said, "What the fuck I look like saying good morning?" Like, this is a pretty dark-skinned chocolate woman, young lady talking like this. "Get the fuck back, New York. We don't want you no more." I'm like, what is, hey man. Look, Tay said, "Yo, get at me, son." Yeah, hey man, I got it. Man, I was listening to that song like, hey man, nah, man. Mark said, he said, "I got a stressful day ahead, man. We're gonna get you, we're gonna set you straight out. We're gonna set you off right, man. It starts in your mentals, bro. If you think it's gonna be stressful, it's gonna be stressful. You feel me? Nah, it ain't gonna be stressful, bro. It's just spokes in the wheel. It's just spokes in the wheel, man. The wheel that's gonna keep on rolling. Yeah, Tay, I'm afraid that's why people be scared of New York women, man. She said, "What the fuck I look like saying good morning?" Like, damn, bitch, you can't say good morning? God, like, I'm trying not to cuss, man, but god damn, you, what the fuck I look like saying good morning? Like, god damn, good morning? That's gonna set you off. Good morning? Like, I can't say good morning. Like, I'm from Ohio by way of Waynesboro, Mississippi. Whole lot of country boy shit going on, like a whole lot of southern shit going on. You feel me? A whole lot of come on, man. Like, we say good morning. You feel me? How you doing? How you feeling? You know what I mean? Good morning to you. Like, yeah, like, God, what the fuck I look like saying good morning? I say, shish. It's like that hey man, these big cities, it's Chicago too. You know what I'm saying? In Chicago, y'all know better because all them people from Chicago, man, y'all know better. All y'all Mississippi mound builders, Chicago, St. Louis, y'all motherfuckers know better. You feel me? But yeah, True Benjamin came in and said, "Good morning." Yeah, good morning, bro. It's safe in here. Tay Tay said that be BK and Queens, but she from the Bronx. I think she from the Bronx. True Benjamin said he from Baltimore. I get a lot of love in Baltimore, bro. Baltimore is a charm city. Like, you go in Baltimore, you get hugs and shit. You get them auntie hugs and shit. You say good morning to folks. Folks say good morning to you. You don't get me wrong. It's rude people everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? I think Cincinnati was just named the rudest city in the state of Ohio. I believe Cincinnati was just named that. Like, it's people that's rude everywhere. You feel me? And the Cincinnati motherfuckers they be tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, they be tripping. You know, and I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, I'm prejudiced as hell anyway. So I be picking and choosing who I say Winston, who I be saying good morning to. Winston Lee, old school Winston said over on the Junior Truth mobile app. Salute to Winston Lee and main event Mark over on the Junior Truth mobile app, holding it down. He says, "We say good morning in Chicago. We just shoot afterwards." You feel me? Yeah, we just shoot. Yeah. Damn. You feel me? Almighty Law, what's up with it, homie? Yeah, have a nice day, and then pull out the blicks. You feel me? Sheesh. Yeah, but it's rude. It's like people be rude, and I'm prejudiced, man. So I be like, because now these women they do. Man, y'all gonna pull me into something. I'm supposed to be talking about Haney, Lomachenko. I'm supposed to be picking up where I left off yesterday, man. But y'all gonna pull me into something, man. But like pajamas and them slippers with the fur on it and bonnets, then I'm definitely not gonna. I'm definitely not gonna say good morning. You feel me? Like I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I'm definitely not gonna. You feel me? Hey, I love New York too. I love New York from Ohio. You feel me, Tay Tay? But yeah, but people be I be but then other people I'm prejudiced because then I'll say good morning to other folks, and then it's something about, and I said I was gonna issue out a challenge, but I didn't want to. I was trying not to. I'm trying to be mindful, man, because everybody's so sensitive. You feel me? And so I was gonna do a challenge yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like we do this. How can I say this? We got all these challenges where everybody's doing something and challenging people to do something, and push up challenge, get your money up challenge, a motherfucking jumping jack challenge. Everybody doing all kind of challenges. um Man, I want us to bring the community back, like bring a community back challenge. You feel me? Bring the community back challenge. Like I miss, and I was having this conversation yesterday. I miss when men were men. You feel me? Um, I wish when I miss when men were actually men. And so I was in the store yesterday, and I was getting my some lawn stuff. I got lawn work to do, and I was getting my stuff I needed for my lawn work, and I didn't hear this lady, but it was something just made me turn around, and I saw an old black lady, well, older black lady, salt and pepper hair. You feel me? She looked like somebody auntie. You know what I'm saying? She looked like somebody's auntie. You feel? She looked like one of my aunties, and she was buying her flowers. She was buying flowers for her yard. You know what I'm saying? The flowers in the planters, or plants or flowers that were in the planters. Whatever. And so I said, and so I just walked over to her while I was still doing mine. I said, "Excuse me, ma'am, can I buy those?" You know what I'm saying? And she looked at me, she was startled. And then I didn't, like, we both standing there looking at each other, and I said, "Please, motherfucker." Like, I don't, please. I didn't call her motherfucker, but please. And she was like, sure. And then the lady who was working there, she said, "Oh, y'all, whatever, whatever." So anyway, I bought the ladies the flowers for her yard. Then I gave her, and then she said, "Thank you so much." And then I gave her a hug, put her flowers on my tab, and then I, rolled out. Um, and then it was just something, and I gave her a hug, and it was just something about being able to the embrace and hugging that lady at that moment in time, and just, I don't know, reassuring her, or reassuring myself, or um it's just, we have to, for that to even be a thing, is, man, we got to get back to what we supposed to do. And what we supposed to do is we're supposed to be out here taking care of one another. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we supposed to be out here taking care of one another. It was a point in time where she wouldn't have been in Lowe's by herself buying flowers. You understand what I'm saying? It would have been, somebody coming by who grew flowers and dropping them off on her porch for her, and then her grandsons or her sons or her nephews or whatever coming by and then planting the flowers for her. Like, we have to get back to that in order to survive. To be real with you, in order to survive, we got to get back to taking care of one another, man. We got to get back to seeing after each other. We got to get back to not being afraid to speak to one another, not being afraid to interact with one another, because everybody's so isolated and in our respective in our respective spaces, and we're so attached from everybody. You understand what I'm saying? And so, that little uh $20 that I spent on that lady's flowers, you know what I mean, that she's about to put in her yard, is going to, I don't know what that impact that had on her. um but I'm pretty sure it will be something that's impactful, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully it was a assurance of her that, like, it's still like we still are here, like we still are in it, we still are together no matter what you got going on in your life. You feel me? We in it. You understand? Like we in it. And I started to go live after the fact, you know what I'm saying? And to say, hey man, look, man, we gotta we got to get back to this. And so my challenge was going to be something along the lines of, men, when we out and about and we moving and shaking, man, and you see sisters, you know what I mean, especially our aunts and mothers and grandmothers, and we see them um do something nice for them. Do something reassuring for them. You understand? I ain't saying you got to pay their grocery bill or buy nothing, but do something nice. Do something solid. You feel me? Like do something solid. And I think that's where it starts. I saw this man, I don't want to go all off into this, but I've already started this, so I'm gonna say I was watching, I seen a post on social media and it was somebody, and I really don't even know what city they were in, but it looked like they were in my city and they were going in an old black neighborhood, and people he was going through and was going through these, the houses, and he was focusing in on the porches and how people were in the houses and people lived in the houses, but it was a nice day and the porches were empty. You understand what I'm saying? And those of us that grew up in my era, we understood the capacity of the people being on a porch. You feel me? Auntie on the porch, big mama on the porch, mama on the porch. You feel me? Granny on the porch. Some of us was fortunate enough to have great granny sitting out there on the porch. Y'all was fortunate enough to have your great grandmothers out there sitting on the porch. You feel me? Watching the neighborhood. You understand? Looking at one another, looking after each other. Everybody knew everybody's kids. You feel me? Everybody talked to one another. I was one of them babies, and I've shared this with y'all. So, if you've heard this, before, that, just bear with me. But I was one of them babies. My grandmama would go over to Miss Reed house and get me a couple eggs. You feel me? She didn't call Miss Reed and ask for a couple eggs so she can finish her cornbread. You feel me? Go over there and give me a couple eggs. And I go over there and I give her, and sometimes she give me money, take that over there to her, give me a couple eggs. You know what I'm saying? And I take the money over there, get a couple eggs. Or sometimes, I just go get the eggs and then we get our eggs and I gotta take the eggs back. You feel me? I grew up in this, in the environment where I would be down the street and Mr. Green might stop the ice cream truck and he'll buy the kids that was outside, we get ice cream because Mr. Green bought the ice cream truck. You feel me? Mr. Turner lived next door to my grandmother, directly next door to my grandmother, and he had a dog. He had one of those hot dog dogs. The dot is it Dotson? Is it called Dotsons? Them little ass wiener dogs. You feel me? And the dog's name, I haven't thought about this in years. The dog's name was Weasel. You feel me? He had a dog, and the dog's name was Weasel. And Weasel used to chase me every day. Like Weasel used to chase me constantly. And it wasn't no fences and none of that. Weasel would run in my yard. Weasel would run me up on the porch. Yeah, Weasel used to give me hell. You feel me? And one day, he bought me I'm gonna find this picture. I'm gonna find the picture. One day, he brought me because their kids and stuff was older. You feel me? So they didn't really have like grandbabies, and they lived somewhere. Their kids and stuff lived somewhere else. So I was like everybody's grandbaby. You feel me? And he bought me a Mickey Mouse ice cream from the ice cream truck. So I was sitting there eating the Mickey Mouse ice cream. You feel me? And he took a picture and I was sitting in the house and Weasel, they had Weasel and they was like, look, Weasel ain't gonna bother you, all that kind of shit. And I'm like, shit. I didn't cuss, but I'm like, shit. I don't fuck with Weasel. Weasel don't fuck with me. Stop trying to force the relationship. You feel me? Y'all know how that go. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know how that shit go. Like, motherfuckers be trying to force relationships. Like, stop trying to force it. Like, you feel me? Weasel doing his thing. I'm doing my thing. We're gonna stop trying to force it. You feel me? Stop trying to force it. Stop trying to force, I'm not, yeah. Stop trying to force it. So anyway, we got to get back to that. You feel me? Salute to DQ classy self. She said, Weasel sound like my old dog, Ralph. You feel me? Now we know. Black folk gonna have some names for some dogs. It's either two extremes. It's an extreme, like you name the dog, like it's a dog and the dog's name Weasel. You understand what I'm saying? Or people go, damn, Ralph dead. Damn, RIP to my nigga Ralph. Damn. I thought you said my old dog, like Ralph was still here. Man, RIP to my nigga Ralph. Hey, let's have a moment of silence for my nigga Ralph. Hey, man, look, people be naming their dogs like, yeah, this dog, his name's Killer. His name is a natural born killer. His name is Assassin. His name is Gunpowder. You feel me? Or the dog named Ralph. Or the dog name is Ralph. Hey man, salute to y'all, man. Let's go on. Like I said, I felt like I owed y'all, man, for the I felt like I owed. Damn, I'm for the boxing conversation. But before I move on, man, hey man, just be mindful of your surroundings. And when you have the opportunity to do something nice or to do something caring for somebody, you feel me? Nah, fuck that. For one of these old black ladies in your neighborhood, for these mamas or these aunties, you feel me? Do it. Or if you white, if somebody strikes a chord with you, that's a mom chord or a auntie chord, then do something kind. The other demographics of folks, y'all pretty much be taking care of y'all folks, man. You feel me? It's just us that's over here isolated in the motherfucker. My brother Main Event Mark said the big cities in Massachusetts, people definitely assholes. No one say shit. Lots of avoidance, eye contact, and mean mug bullshit. I took my family to brunch on Sunday after my daughter's basketball game. And we were going to at a there's this outside mall area, and they had a what is that shit called? Toast and Berry. I think it's Toast and Berry restaurant where you go get brunch, lunch, breakfast, lunch, all that. So we had to Toast and Berry. And it was like a 2-hour wait, supposedly, you know what I'm saying? But it really was like an hour and some change. So you just go walk around, whatever. And I had decided we weren't finna go nowhere else, you know what I mean? So anyway, we these dudes are riding around on those segways, but it's like the 2-foot thing. And they just riding around and they just rude as fuck though. You know what I'm saying? They riding and my kids are like in the walkway and they're riding through. They don't say excuse me or nothing. They just riding through like they about to run my kids over. And I'm like, and my son says, what's that? Like talking about the thing that they're on. And I said, that's an asshole, son. And he said, oh, that's an asshole. And so my wife wasn't on that shit. You feel me at all? But then dude, they kind of looked back and then they just kind of kept on moving or whatever the case may be. But I'm like, come on, man. You feel me? Like at some point, at some point, like that's the people always kill me, like trying to bring like the big busy city feel to like where we are in Southwest Ohio. Like this ain't it. Like we country. You feel me? You gonna see more cows and more farmland and shit than motherfucking busy streets. Like this not it, bro. Around here, if you go walk past somebody or you go, you come up on somebody or you blowing past somebody's kids or whatever the case may be, you say, excuse me, or you risk the ramifications of being in somebody's personal space. You understand? And that's just that. That rule shit don't really be flying here because people will whoop your ass, man, honestly speaking. And I'm talking about black folks, I'm talking white folks, like I'm talking people will whoop your ass. Like you come through here playing around, being rude, brushing past people and all that. Yeah, you're gonna get your ass whooped. Yeah, Main Event Mark, he said asshole. He said asshole. Yeah, my wife she wasn't feeling that shit at all. She ain't like that shit. I already be cussing too much in front of my kids. I stay in the doghouse, but it is what it is. You feel me? It is what it is. But yeah, so you gotta nah, man. It's too much. It's nah. You can't be going places and be like that rude shit don't fly. Like some places you go to and just be rude and everybody just rude. It is what it is. Nah. You go somewhere and you be like the only person being rude. Like you'll get your ass whooped. I'm just telling you the truth. Like I would have, you feel me? Like I'll hockey check one of y'all off one of them segways, man. If you about to run down. Like my son is obviously in the thing. You feel me? So stop until I can get him out the way before don't be just be trying to ride and swerve around my family. Man, I will, bro. Anyway, I forgot how we got on that subject, man. But let's talk this boxing talk, man. So it's a big spill out. Salute to Devin the Dream Haney and Vasily Lomachenko once again. This fight was like really truly a big event, bro. Like this was really truly a big event for the sport of boxing that the sport of boxing actually needed. You know how I know it's a big event? Because everybody is still talking about it. You feel me? Everybody, no matter which way you turn, everywhere you go, people are still talking about the Vasily Lomachenko versus Devin the Dream Haney. Excuse me, Devin the Dream Haney, his unanimous decision over Vasily High-Tech Lomachenko. Everybody's still talking about it, man. It is everywhere you go. Over on the let me see. Let's go over to the news site and see. I ain't even been over there this morning. I got up this morning and looked at my looked at some looked at investments and came right over here. You looked at the market stuff real quick and jumped in the pre-market real quick and came right over here. But let's see. Man, I got all these money calls. I said I wasn't finna take no, I wasn't. See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I ain't took no money calls. I ain't go pick up no freight. I ain't do nothing. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't do nothing, but got in here and come kick it with y'all because I owed y'all. I had to end yesterday's show early when man, it was a mess. And I was on the road. So I said, nah, I owe down. So let's go over here. Hold on. Let me come over here with y'all real quick. So let's go over here and let's just go see. You feel me? You know it's a big event because of just the controversy, everything that's going on. People are talking, people are losing their minds. You feel me? Like is real. Like, okay, so here we are. We over on punchjunkie.com. Oh, that's the rebranding of punchjunkie.com. That look nice, don't it, y'all? Ooh, that look nice, don't it? Ooh, that look nice. Look at that. Haney versus Lomachenko. You feel me? Let me see where we at. Oh man, this thing they acting like they trying to move on. They act like they trying to move on. Gervonta Davis says Haney should stay at 135. Gervonta Davis's coach says Haney should stay at 135 and fight Tank. They just said that they wasn't gonna give him. They just said that they wasn't. If it was up to Coach Calvin, actually said if it was up to him, they wouldn't even give Devin Haney a shot. That's what he said. You feel me? Like that's what he said. That's what I'm saying, man. Like all of this weirdo controversy, all this weird activity, man. It's too much weird activity in the sport of boxing. You feel me? It's too much weird activity in the sport of boxing, man. Salute. I appreciate it, y'all. Man. Y'all go check it out, man. www.punchjunkie.com, man. Let's go back to the I'm interested now. Let's see what the coach said. You feel me? Let's go. I'm interested. Man, he says Gervonta Davis's coach, Calvin Ford, thinks Devin Haney should stay at 135 and fight Tank for the payday instead of moving to 140 to fight in that deep division. Ford says it makes sense for the undisputed champion Haney, 30-0 with 15 KOs, to remain at 135 for the fight against Gervonta because he could have problems if he moves to 140. But he just has said that they don't want to get him no payday. Y'all can go over and read the article yourselves, man. Go check it out, www.punchjunkie.com, man. Yeah, this is man. I'm getting sick of everybody. Lala D, what's up, baby? I'm getting sick of everybody, man. You feel me? He said that Shade Girl says they think you're sweet because of Haney fought Loma. Man, this is a big bridge. What's up with it, homie? LDBC or nothing. Daniel Mitchell said people lost money and lost their minds this past weekend. Like my man Pac-Man Tay say, they big mad. Haney got a big bag. So they big mad because Haney got a big bag. You feel me? Knockout. Okay, you said over on the network, he says reset your account. It won't let me register. I had to delete it and redo because it was messed. Okay, I got you, family. I'll go reset it. I'll reset it after the show, bro. I got you. Yeah, I'll go over there. What I'll do is I'll just go over there and just delete everything, and then you just go back in. If you set it up on, I don't know if you're are you on Apple or Android, but if you set it up from your whichever way you set it up, you just got to be mindful because sometimes like people will set it up on their they try to set it up on their mobile device, and then they try to go back in from the they'll try to go in from the web and try to like reset it up or whatever. So yeah, if you're on Android, you should be straight then. So just go set it in and set it up from your Android. Like don't break up your setup process. Like just go through the phone and set it up. So I got you. I'll reset it. La D, I ain't seen you over there either. You feel me? I haven't not seen you over there at the over on the Punch Junkie Network, www.punchjunkie.network, the last place in the world for real fans of the sweet science. But anyway, so it's a big event because of the spill out. Everybody's talking about it, so on and so forth. I wanted to revisit it once again because I feel like, you know what I mean. It's like this, man. I'm the what do you call that? The boxing conversation, man, is tremendously it's hindered, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's hindered when you have people that just the robbery talk, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like this robbery talk, like close fights are not robberies. You feel me? Like the close fights are not robberies. You feel me? Like it was a close fight, period. And it was, in my eyes, it was a great fight. And like I said before, I thought that it was going to be a I thought it was going to be a fight of the year candidate. You understand? I really thought it was going to truly be a fight of the year candidate. I was anticipating just that, and that is just what we got. You know what I mean? We got literally a fight of the year candidate. And so when we go from that to talking about it being a robbery and, you know, so on and so forth, it totally really just negates, and it overshadows, it doesn't negate, but it overshadows what we actually saw in the ring, man. Um, and that's just that, you know what I'm saying? And I actually rewatched the fight again, and it's the same. You know what I'm saying? I saw Devin the Dream Haney win the fight. You know what I mean? Once again, you know, I've heard Vasily Lomachenko talk about taking the 12th round off and, you know, giving Devin the Haney the 12th round, so on and so forth. If Vasily Lomachenko had came out and closed that 12th round and won and took the 12th round, we're looking at a draw. We're looking at a draw. According to me, the draw would be justifiable. But the problem is, for me, is you have this stretch of 3 rounds, and people take that 3-round stretch and they try to take that 3-round stretch and have it overshadow the totality of the fight, like the other fucking 9 rounds. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you come on, man. Like it's a whole other, you take 3 rounds away and it's the 9 other rounds. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Nah. And so I just, at the end of the day, I saw a very close fight. And like I told you all, for me, the way I'm looking at it and the way I look at boxing is, when it comes to swing rounds, if there's no title, if there's no title at stake, the swing rounds I'm going to give to the aggressor or the initiator or the people or the lead dancer. You feel me? I'm going to give those swing rounds to the lead dancer. You feel me? Or the champion. If there's a title involved, the swing rounds, I'm going to lean towards the champion. So I look at it like this, and I be trying to simplify stuff, and maybe that's to my own detriment that I try to oversimplify stuff. But it's like this. You feel me? This is how I look at it. So you have the champion and you have the challenger. You have the champion who has titles in his possession. You have the challenger who's coming to take the titles from the respective champion. Okay. So if a person has something, okay, let's say we'll use Mahari. I'm looking at my brother Mahari. So Mahari has something and he has it in his possession, and I'm trying to take something from Mahari, and I'm trying to take something literally from him. Okay. If he's resisting with a certain amount of pressure. Okay. I am putting on a certain amount of pressure to try to take it, he's resisting. I'm trying to take it, he's resisting. In order for me to successfully take this thing from Mahari, or in order for you to physically successfully take something for someone, you have to apply more pressure. You understand what I'm saying? You have to utilize more force. You have to utilize more force to take something from somebody. You understand? Because if he's utilizing more force than me and I'm trying to take it, then he keeps it. You understand? If I utilize the same amount of force as him to try to take it, then there's a stalemate. In a stalemate, he still has possession of the whatever the item is. I have to go and take it. So when people say you got to go and take it from the champ, you got to go and take it from the champion. Like you got to go take it from the champion. That is what is meant by that. You cannot go and apply the same amount of force as someone and successfully take something from them. There has to be more force. Devin the Dream Haney was the aggressor for 85 to 90% of the fight. He was the one moving forward. He was the one stepping to Vasily Lomachenko. He was the one causing Vasily Lomachenko to back up and to try to turn and to try to pivot and to try to spin out. And Devin Haney did such a masterful job of pivoting. He did such a masterful job of pivoting. Oh, he's 24. When Loma was 24, we all know what he was doing. We all know what he was doing. You feel me? Yeah, we all know what he was doing. We all know. He was still in the amateurs, fighting children. Like we all adolescents. like we all know that. Salute the Devin the Dream Haney though. But anyway, Vasily Lomachenko did not apply enough pressure to take the titles from the champion. That's just what it is, man. Like it's really like I like I said, I try not to oversimplify it, but that's what it was, man. That's what it was. Knockdown. Yeah, he was fighting kids, man. He was beating up on kids, bro. He was fighting kids. Billy Madison. That's what I'm about to start calling that motherfucker. Y'all remember Billy Madison played dodgeball with the kids? That's Lomachenko. That's Lomachenko in the amateurs. Lomachenko is boxing's Billy Madison. You feel me? Motherfucker, 25-year-old beating up on your kids, man. Never mind, bro. That's the Lomachenko is Billy Madison. You feel? That's the Billy Madison of boxing, bro. You feel me? If y'all ain't never seen Billy Madison, man, I don't know what your life about, bro. Yeah, that's Vasily Lomachenko, man. Boxing's Billy Madison, bro. He's running around here manhandling kids, bro. Period. Grown ass man, manhandling kids, bro. Damn Mitchell, you know I ain't lying, bro. Rob Singleton, y'all know I ain't lying. That's boxing's Billy Madison, man. And y'all running around. He made a career of that, man. And y'all like everybody's like really truly respecting. All right, man, cool. You feel me? But anyway, so I don't even know how I talked about Dev Haney being 24 and putting on that performance, man, as a baby, bro. Like, hey, man, I was extremely impressed. I'm extremely happy. I'm extremely proud of him. I'm proud of boxing. I'm proud of Top Rank. I'm proud for Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud for that card. And I think it was just, an incredible event. You know what I mean? But needless to say, you know, when people say you got to go take the title, yeah, you can't go and step and meet the resistance with the same amount of force and pressure and think you finna take something. Nah, it's gonna be a stalemate. And when a stalemate happens, the champion retains his titles. You feel me? If the champion comes out and just so happens to be the aggressor, you know what I mean? Just so happens to be the aggressor. Yeah, yeah. Daniel Mitchell said, I'm watching that movie today, preparing for real failure. Thanks to Junkie. Oh, yeah, it's gonna go down, bro. Billy Madison went out there with that dodgeball, bro. He wasn't bullshitting. He stepped outside first. One of the kids stole on him with the ball. He went back inside. Miss Libby was in there getting high, playing with herself, doing whatever she was doing in her conference, in her teacher time, her teacher break time. Told that boy, you got to go back outside. That boy went out there and went to work on them kids in the dodgeball. That's Lomachenko. Boxing Billy Madison. You feel me? Out there beating up on kids. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So anyway, man, it's just, at the end of the day, once again, though, what we saw was a stylistic matchup. That was I felt that was incredible. It was the intangibles, or the I won't even say the intangibles, the strategies, that we saw being employed by both fighters. Um, the fact that man, we just, the shit we seen, man, was just incredible. You know what I mean? It was a highly contested fight. And what we end up seeing is we see a lot of people who, don't know what they're looking at. You understand what I'm saying? And that's part, that is what it is. But the people who actually know what they're looking at, and they swear that, something else happened, they swear that there was a robbery, or whatever the case may be, then those are the people that that have a very, very they're on assignment, in my opinion, or they have their integrity is altered. I'll say it that way. Their integrity is altered. So I'm not, as far as the robbery talk, you can take that out. Even one way or the other, even if it went the other way, for me, it would not be a robbery. It was a close fight. It was a close fight. You understand what I'm saying? And if Devin had lost that fight, I'm gonna tell you my stance. If Devin would have lost that fight, right? I would have looked at rounds 8, 9, and no, 9, 10, and 11. You feel me? I'd have looked at rounds 9, round 10, and round 11. And I would have said that's where the fight went. You understand what I'm saying? I would have been Saudi. I would have, I would have been Saudi. I would have felt like, Devin lost a close fight that, I felt like in 9, 10, and 11, there needed to be more resistance. That's what it would have been. You understand what I'm saying? But never would I sit there and say, oh, it's going to be robbery. It's nah. Robbery is somebody getting in there, getting totally outclassed, totally pressed out the gym, pressed out the ring, and then getting a unanimous decision. Like, that's a robbery. You feel me? So anyway, salute to Supreme Beast Boxing Talk in the building. What's up with it, family? But this is a like I said, I just think that this is a catalyst for so much. And I think this is also going to be a catalyst for people to really truly show their true colors. You have Paulie Malignaggi over there totally losing his shit. You know what I'm saying? He's coming totally 100% unraveled. You have, Tim Bradley losing his shit and coming back and trying to recant what he says, and all of that stuff, and come off of his squares, and at the end of the day, man, it's just, you have to, in my opinion. Well, I'm not gonna say what you have to do. I try to watch the sport of boxing, and I try to, because I love the sport, and I watch it for myself. You understand what I'm saying? Um, I watch it for myself. I watch it for myself, and I have my own interpretation of what it is that I'm looking at. I have my own thoughts on what it is that I'm looking at. I have my own thoughts on the skill sets of different fighters. Have my own thoughts on who wants to fight who. You know what I'm saying? And I hear a lot of people with a lot of different opinions all the time, and I respect I respect people's abilities to have their own opinions. You know what I'm saying? But what I look for is I look for consistency. So if a motherfucker comes out and says racism in the sport of boxing, there is no racism in the sport of boxing. There's no systematic racism. You know what I mean? Then I look for you to stand on that. You understand what I'm saying? I look for you to stand on that. So you can't say there's no systemic racism in the sport of boxing or no systemic racism in our society, so on and so forth, and then come out and have an argument that is predicated on systemic racism. You feel me? That is going to make you look like an asshole. That's going to make you look like Paulie Malignaggi right now. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be clear, like this is gonna be the only, I'm gonna probably be the only person that will say this so that you can, will admit to this or whatever. I love to listen to Paulie Malignaggi talk boxing. I love to listen to him talk boxing. I love to listen to him break down fights stylistically. I love to listen to him actually call the fights when he's talking about the X's and O's in the sport of boxing. Paulie Malignaggi is also a former world champion. He was a boxer. I don't feel like Paulie Malignaggi was a shit fighter. I'm not gonna say that. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like you don't get to be a world champion without having more skills than the average person. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like Paulie Malignaggi was a fighter that did the most that he could with his skill set and his skills and his attributes and his physical gifts. He did the most of what he could with what he had. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think he's a shit fighter. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna shit on his career. I feel like Paulie Malignaggi did the most that he could with what he had, and for that, I respect it. You understand what I'm saying? I respect his career as a boxer. You understand? What I don't respect is his inconsistency, and I don't respect his racist antics and his racist ideologies. You understand? I don't respect those, and I'm gonna tell you why I don't respect it. I don't respect it because you flip-flop and you're not consistent. You understand? If a motherfucker is a racist and they stand on racist ideologies and racist thought processes, I can't do anything but respect it because that's just who you are. That's what that is. Cool. But I don't respect it when you flip-flop. You understand what I'm saying? I don't respect it when you say it's one way here and then you over there doing something different. That's no different than people. A lot of y'all work beside these people. You work beside people that is all love and happiness and respect, and it's cool and it's peace when you all are face to face, or you all are working together, or you at work, or you on the job site, or whatever the case may be. And then when they go home, it's nigger this, nigger that, so on. That's the shit that I don't respect. I don't respect that. You feel me? If you feel a certain way about me for whatever reasons, then you stand on that and stand on it all the time. That's the shit that I respect. You understand? Like, that's the shit that I respect. I'll come out here and tell you I'm prejudiced than a motherfucker. I will look at you and I will have your whole life made up in my mind. You feel me? And I am prejudiced, and I am going to act on my prejudice. I'm the person that will tell you that. You feel me? I will, if I see you, if I see you and you got on a MAGA hat and you jump out of a fucking pickup truck with the big ass wheels, with a camouflage colored pickup truck with the big ass wheels, with a gun rack, with the fucking Confederate flag and a American flag with the blue stripe on that bitch, I've already prejudged you, and I'm going to handle you that way. Period. Just like if I pull up, you know what I'm saying, to the store, and you jump out of a Kia Optima, You feel me? And you got on them 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 Peter slippers. You know, that's the slippers with the slides with the fur on them. You feel me? Some pajama pants, a spaghetti strap shirt with no bra on, and a bonnet, and you tapping your head like this when you get out the car, and you got a whole bunch of keys with little bags and purses and little gym shoes and fucking little furry fuzzy things on it. I'm going to prejudge you, and I'm going to act on my prejudices. I'm going to handle you in accordance to my prejudices. I'm just telling you the truth. Just like I see, if I see you and you a brother and you got a stroller and you pushing a stroller and you got a baby bag and you got the baby pacifier. You know how we bite the plastic part of the pacifier and hold the baby's pacifier in our mouth when our hands is full and shit like that. I'ma prejudge you, and I'ma handle my judgments that way. I was when that same day with the dudes with the segways I was talking about. We were inside the mall. I took my baby's birthday. I took them to build a bear and let them build some bears and shit. And so we leaving. Um, and a brother was walking in, and he got his baby in his arms. He got a baby bag. He got the pacifier in his mouth, and he trying to. And I'm walking out with my family, and then I double back and I go back and I grab the door for bruh. I grab the door for him and hold it. I go back and go grab the door and open up the door for him. I've been there before. I understand that, bro. You trying to when you a black man and you got your kids, like you trying not to fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And you by yourself and you at the mall, you might be going to do some shopping for mommy's birthday or something, like you trying not to fuck it up. So I done been there before. But anyway, um, hold on. Sorry, y'all. So I'm that was a money text. Um, so I'm prejudiced. That's what I was saying. I'm prejudiced as hell, and I'm gonna act on my prejudices. But you got to stand on that. You feel me? And if you are a racist and you were looking at the Lomachenko versus Devin Haney fight as a with all of your racist innuendos and you were looking at that as a potential win for the white race and all that, then you got to stand on that. You feel me? And be that way all the time. Salute to the chill coder, man, in the super chat. He says, "Bro, I can't stand Loma, but I had to watch the fight with with untainted eyes." You feel me? Yeah, had to. The fight was too big, bro. I'm a Devin the Dream Haney fanatic, bro. I love Devin the Dream Haney. You feel me? I love the Haneys. I had to watch it. I had to watch that fight objectively and look at what I saw objectively. You feel me? And like I told you all, I gave Lomachenko 9, 10, 11, and the third round. Those are the rounds I gave him 9, 10, 11, third. The rest of the rounds were rounds that were dominated by Devin the Dream Haney. Devin the Dream Haney was the aggressor. He led, you know what I'm saying? And he was the aggressor and showed championship merit. You feel me? And it was a few swing rounds in there that could go either way. I give y'all 7-5. I'm thinking more like 8-4. Like, hey man. So anyway, I'm yeah, man. Yeah. Man, the money calls are rolling in, man. It's so much more to unpack with this stuff, man. But I just want to give my closing thoughts on the Lomachenko versus Devin the Dream Haney fight. So because it's time to move on. You feel me? Because that's what we got to do. Uh, within the sport of boxing. You feel me? We move on. Um, that fight was incredible. It was an incredible matchup, man. It's an incredible storyline. It was a huge opportunity for the sport of boxing, and as we do in so many instances, man, I think that the fans have the potential to actually blow and squander a good boxing moment, man. And I think that's really truly where we are, because instead of celebrating, the fight and how good the fight was, and how incredible the fight was. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're talking about a robbery that didn't happen. Salute to the chill coder in the super chat, man. Coming back, right back. Right back ain't cheating. He said, as you talked about the bonnet babes, I saw. You feel me? Hey man, the bonnet babies, they be out here. Yeah, they be out here, man. They be out here. But instead of talking about how wonderful that fight was, instead of talking about the potential for a rematch, like man, I could go for seeing that again. You feel me? Instead of talking about what's next for Vasily Lomachenko, what's next for Devin the Dream Haney. Will Dev go up to 140? If he goes up to 140, right? We got a whole nother set of shit going on. If he stays at 135, we got a whole nother set of shit going on. You feel me? Like, man, like it's so much that we could be talking about, man. Instead of trying to, instead of talking about a robbery that did not take place, man, a close fight is not a robbery. You understand? Like, it's not a robbery. You wanted Vasily Lomachenko to win. He lost. You understand what I'm saying? You got to deal. He lost. It wasn't a robbery. He lost a close fight. You feel me? The end. The end. Goddamn, the end. Man, I just hate to see us squander as boxing fans, man, and as a person who is literally like a literal fan of the sport of boxing. Like, people be talking this shit about being fans of the sport of boxing. Literally a fan of the sport of boxing. And I am so perturbed by the current landscape of boxing, the current culture within the sport of boxing, the current culture of people not wanting to fight the best, and then the people who want to come out and actually fight, the fighters that want to come out and actually fight the best, being demonized or being not popular. You know what I'm saying? And other fighters are more popular. Like, the amount of hate that these people get is just, it's ridiculous to me, man. Like, it is really truly ridiculous to me when the fighters are throwback fighters and they actually want to get in there and prove that they're the best. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm looking at people. Salute to my brother, the real Marlo TV. Salute to him. Homie said, I was listening to him talking. He said that if Devin the Dream Haney, I think this is what he said, but he said something along the lines, if Devin the Dream Haney goes to 140 without fighting Tank. Now, he might have said Shakur, which Shakur is a different thing, but I think he said Tank. But if he goes to 140 without fighting Tank, then that's a duck. You understand what I'm saying? But my problem, and I disagree, but my problem with the whole conversation is that, bro, it has to be the same consistency, because we had Tank come out and say that after the first undisputed fight in Australia, when Dev fought George Kambosos, Tank actually said, hey man, you get that title and then we'll fight. Then I'll fight you. And then nothing happened from that. And there was no talk of that being a duck. Like, we gotta be consistent. Like, you know what I mean? That's my whole thing, is just, I'm looking for consistency. Y'all be sure to go subscribe to my brother, the real Marlo TV, man. That boy be over there working. And that's one of my favorite, low-key boxing channels, because his whole demeanor is low-key. When I say low-key, his whole demeanor is low-key. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm looking at it like that's one of my favorite boxing channels, man, to go over there and get his insight. So y'all be sure to go subscribe to the homie, man. But I totally disagree with it. You know what I'm saying? And I disagree with people who are saying that, he ducking Tank and so on and so forth. Like, he's been trying to have the Tank smoke. Vasily Lomachenko was trying to fight Tank Davis. You know what I mean? And instead of them fighting Tank Davis, they were doing something. I mean, instead of fighting Tank, fighting Lomachenko, fighting Dev Haney, so on and so forth, they've been doing, something different with his career, and salute to what they doing with his career. You feel me? But I'm not here for the duck talk. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that, when he's already tried to make those fights, bro. Devin Haney has been at 135 for the totality of his career, and he's a growing young man, bro. Like, at what point is he supposed to move up? You know what I'm saying? And I know he said he would stay at 135 for the big fights. It's got to make sense and so on and so forth. And I get it and I understand it from a business standpoint. But also at the same time, man, you got to put yourself in a position to actually compete at a optimum, you know, allow your body to compete at an optimum level. You feel me? And depleting yourself to compete in a division that you've outgrown is not good. Period. You understand what I'm saying? So you know, I'm just we'll see what way it goes, but ultimately what I want from the boxing fans and and people who, especially the people that I subscribe to and I listen to, damn, the market didn't open, I'm in here with y'all, is just we need to be consistent. You feel me? We need to be consistent. Salute to the homie, the chill coder, back in the super chat again. Right back ain't cheating. He said, like I've been saying, it's the great white hope effect. For black fighters, you have to prove everything, but Loma gets title shots his first fight. Shaking my head. It is, man, and you know, but that's Bob Arum's MO. Like he's said that, and so the shit that Paulie Malignaggi is talking about with regard to white fans moving away from the sport of boxing and focusing really on UFC because there's no relatability and shit like that. That's not Paulie Malignaggi's original thought process. That shit didn't originate with him. That's stuff that those of us that have been around, we've heard Bob Arum actually say that. We've heard him come out and really like literally speak on this and expound on that thought process. That conversation and thought process that Bob Arum has had is something that just resonated with Paulie Malignaggi, and it just made him you know it made him man, y'all gonna make me drop a bar, man, and I ain't really trying to drop this bar. You feel me? I'm really not trying to drop this bar. Y'all gonna make me drop this bar. But this is something that resonated with Paulie Malignaggi as a civilian, because now he's on the outside. He's not an active boxer, and he's on this side. He's on YouTube with us. You feel me? He's watching boxing, giving his thoughts. You know what I mean? Salute to Lala D in the super chat. Salute, love. She says, happy Tuesday, everyone, with the heart. Oh, don't be giving me a heart, Lala D. I'm gonna think you sweet on me. Don't be giving me no heart, girl. Hey, that's not, hey, Lala. Now, don't be coming in here getting fresh, lady. That's all I have to say about that. I'm not, you got to go take that flirting shit. You got to go take that flirting shit with somebody that's afraid. Go take that shit. Go flirt with Mahari or somebody that's going to be scared. You feel me? You know, I hear that Massachusetts, you know, I hear that Massachusetts accent, and hey, you better go on. But look, so now that Paulie Malignaggi is on this side as a civilian, that shit resonates with him. But let's be clear, and I'm gonna drop this bar and I'm gonna leave. You feel me? Just so that y'all understand that this boxing shit, like this is, I really do this. I know I'm all over the place. I'm moving freight. You know, we got the Black Gentleman Grooming Company. Salute to y'all. We got the Simple Truth book and the calendar and all, you know. But I've been slacking on my boxing talk. You feel me? But this is, I really do this because my argument to Paulie Malignaggi is, since you're talking about the lack of relatability for white people and what white people did, white people in the sport of boxing, and how white people can't relate because white Americans can't relate because they're black, fighters is black dominated, and you know, whatever the case may be, and decisions like this are make it so that white people go away from the sport, yada 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 yada. So my argument to that, Paulie Malignaggi, and hopefully you hear this, you probably won't, but my argument to this is, you were a white fighter, you're Italian, but you are a white fighter, and I'm assuming that you're putting yourself in the category of being a white person, and you were a white fighter, and you were a white world champion. What did you do in order to be relatable to white people, bro? What did you do as a boxer, as a fighter, as a world champion fighter? What did you do to add to the relatability for white people, to have them captivated and to keep them in the sport of boxing? Because motherfucker, I remember watching you fight, and you was running around here with cornrows. You used to wear braids, bro. You had your hair dyed. You had mohawks. You had all that shit, bro. You wore braids, bro. You feel me? You were, you know, siding on the side of the, you know, the New York hip hop scene, sort of a situation. You feel me? You were there, bro. What the fuck did you do to add to the relatability of white folks for the sport of boxing when you were a world champion, bro? You did nothing. You understand what I'm saying? You did nothing, bro. You wore braids. You had cornrows, bro. Who wears cornrows? Who wears braids? So now you on this side, bro, on the civilian side, and you talking that bullshit and it don't compute. You got to be consistent. You feel me? You got to be consistent. I was trying to, like, I really, it be so much shit, man. I be trying to chill out because I don't be wanting to stir this shit up. You feel me? But you was, bro, you weren't doing anything to add to the relatability of white people to keep them enamored with the sport of boxing, bro. And you were a white world champion. You feel me? And you did nothing. You wore braids, bro. You had red, you dyed your hair, wore braids. You dealt with, you know, black and Hispanic women, and, you know, or excuse me, Latinos and not Latinos, Latinas, and you feel me? Like, yeah, bro. Like, you didn't do anything, bro. You feel me? Supreme Beast Boxing Talk said Paulie and the Funky Bunch looking ass. Yeah. Like, what did you do, bro, to add to the, yeah. You feel me? Jay says he had a replica AI jersey worth poof balls, rubber bands in his head. Yeah, bro. Like, what did you do to captivate the white fan base, bro? And that's all I'm gonna say, man. Like, I be trying to hold on. Like, Tay, I be trying to be good. I try to be good, man. But we not gonna do that. Because it's those of us like, man, listen, bro. Listen to me, man. I've been watching boxing a very long time. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, I grew up watching Friday night fights, Tuesday night fights, KO TV on HBO. Like, I watched boxing. You understand? It's memorable. I don't forget much, especially on the championship level. I don't forget much. And so you come out on this side and you make these points about white fighters and their lack of a relatability to the sport of boxing, but you were a white champion and you did absolutely nothing to address that relatability. You did absolutely nothing. You didn't go after the white fan base. You did not do it, bro. You did not do it. So what that makes you is a hypocrite. Salute to the family, man. Thank y'all so much, man, for chopping up with me. I really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all. I feel better. You feel me? I feel better. Now you'll hear this boxing point. You'll hear this point come up more, and somehow it'll make it to some bigger platforms and people will say things about it and so on and so forth. You all that are here, you'll know where it came from because nobody else has addressed that the way that it's been addressed here. And people like to borrow heavily and then they make all these points on these bigger platforms and whatnot, whatever the case may be. But y'all know that y'all heard it here at the Punch Junkie Morning Show. Salute to the family, man. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate y'all. You have absolutely no idea, man, none whatsoever, man. Man, shout out to everybody that shows love to the Black Gentleman Grooming Company. Because we do stuff. We do stuff to yeah, we gonna take it. Never mind, man. I'm not finna take it there. I'm not finna take it there. We're gonna be consistent though. Salute to everybody that shows love to the Black Gentleman Grooming Company, man. We do have a line of all natural handcrafted grooming products specifically for you. Be sure to come check us out, man. www.theblackgent.com. That's www.theblackgent.com, man. And don't forget to come over to the Punch Junkie Network, man. The last place in the world for real fans of the sweet science. Be sure to come check us out, www.theblackgent.com. Man, this is Junior the Truth signing off, man. Giving you a daily reminder to view your life like a pair of dice until your life looks like a paradise, man. I'm a high-born player, made. If you don't know anything else about me at the end of the day, I got to keep pushing, baby.
We offer the best grooming products for you. Yes, all natural and handcrafted too. We wanna help be your swagger, your style, class, and luxury. We make our products tailor-made for you with high quality. Yeah, so get in style with the Black Grooming Company. To give you swagger, style, class, and luxury. In luxury, yeah. The Black Gentleman Grooming